Hello, my name is Julie Jo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. Please subscribe, like, comment. I love commentary and I love interaction. Or hit the alert bell if you want to get notified when my videos post. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today is going to be super fun. I love doing these kinds of videos because I love breaking down what Huns try to say. I am always so shocked. I'm thinking, you really think you can get away with that? Like, really? Not here, baby. Not here. Really quick, if you haven't followed me on Instagram or TikTok, I have hit 85,000 followers on TikTok, which blows my mind. So if you want to see more everyday stuff there, the username I go by, Walking on Lexapro, you can see it here. You can see it in the description as well. But today we're going to be looking at a Monat Hun. She is a millionaire in Monat, and some of you might recognize her voice. Remember that things that I say are my opinions. So let's go. Let's get into it, right? Who's ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Hello, guys, it's official. I am late to my own party, right? I said 8 and it's 8:07, so I am so sorry for that. But honestly, it has been a crazy day, so I'm just happy that I made it home in time to even sit here and talk to you all. But yeah, you guys know what we're doing here. It's project growth. We're talking about how to level up your skills so that you can truly master the art of network marketing. And it goes further than just network marketing, just business in general, right? So also, I usually don't use filters this heavy, but half of my lashes in one side of my face decided to fall off. So now we're practicing balance with a filter. But guys, today I'm doing something I usually don't do. Today I'm literally just speaking from the heart, from experience, and talking about what has worked for me when it comes to recruitment. I usually have notes, but I was running so late, like I wasn't home, that I couldn't even do that. So it's all good because everything that I know, I've practiced, it's in my heart, it's in my mind, and I'm here and ready to share it. So for those of you guys showing love on the comments, thank you. If you guys don't know what we're talking about today, once again,
Pause. I honestly haven't watched the entire thing. I haven't sat down and watched all of it and paid attention every second. So I'm going to be really honest. It's kind of going to be fresh eyes here a little bit. I've seen some of it, but not all of it. So we're in this together.
again, it's recruitment. So network marketing requires for you to have a team. Similarly, in most businesses, you need to have a strong team in order to have a prosperous.
Nice try. We're starting off strong with this one. Similarly, in most businesses, nah. Because in multi-level marketing, you recruit so that you can make more money, so that you can get to the top of the company. The products are just, I've heard it say before, ornaments on a tree, and I think that's so good. Like, you have to have the tree. You can't just throw an ornament on there. Like, the important thing is business, the money, the getting to the top of the company. The products are just there so it won't look like a pyramid scheme. No, it is not like every other business at all. Multi-level marketing companies are their own kind of thing. They are not like other business structures. We're in the first 2 minutes of it and I'm already unhappy with what I've seen. So let's keep going.
Business. Okay, think about in any business, the interview process, right? Why does that exist? It's simply because people want to have the best of the best in their organization so that together as a team, they can work hard to get the best results possible, right? So when you guys are thinking about recruitment for your organization, you also need to implement these kinds of entrepreneurial thoughts, right? You can't just say, hey, okay, I joined this business. I get to promote out. If I recruit 2 people, let me just try and recruit anyone and anyone so that I can hit my rank. There is no point in doing that because that person's going to get you to your rank for 1 month and then next month comes around, they're not going to work, right? They don't have the work ethic and here you are finding yourself having to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild.
I'm sorry. I thought this business was for everyone. I thought that everyone can do this business. Multi-level marketing companies are about getting as many people on your team as you can because people quit, right? It's not finding one. It's not multi-level marketing companies is not about finding some really cool people that you like to get on your team, because even those really cool people, those people you think you're going to go hard in the paint and get to the top, they're also going to quit. It's all about numbers in multi-level marketing. You want to get as many people as you can because the odds are more in your favor the more people you have on your team, which she should know. The only reason she can be picky now is she's a millionaire in money. She doesn't care now. She doesn't have to reach out to 10, 15 people a day. She can sit back, put her feet up. She shouldn't have to worry. Ridiculous.
So the first thing I want to speak about is, the kind of people that you're seeking for, okay? So when you are in a business where you have to recruit, you need to have a clear understanding of what kind of person do you want to recruit, right? Who is your dream market partner? And the reason why that is so important is because you need to show up as that person in order to attract a like-minded person. The other day I was talking about it. I'm in this chat with, a few of like my newer girls who are really running, who are really in it to win it. And all of them are women of faith. Like, we're constantly talking about, thank you God, sending scripture, doing this, doing that. And I said it on the chat. I was like, this is so funny how I've attracted women who are just like me, who enjoy the things that I enjoy, because what you put out is what you get in return. So before you even think about going to find people to join your team, ask yourself,
hold up, wait a minute. Wow, I really left at the wrong time. I need to get some water, my Celsius packet, because I'm going to work out after this video. I've already done a video today, so I'm tired. But, wow, I missed some parts there. I can hear it, though, because my kitchen's right there. First off, don't get me started on religion and MLMs. Don't get me started. Don't set me off about that, because I will lose it. So we're not going to go there. But I wanna look at this one part. Let's look at it.
And to win it, and all of them are women of faith. Like, we're constantly talking about, thank you God, sending scripture, doing this, doing that. And I said it on the chat. I was like, this is so funny how I've attracted women who are just like me, who enjoy the things that I enjoy, because what you put out is what you get in return. So before
what you put out is what you get in return. What? That's not true. In multi-level marketing companies, that's not true. What you put out, you're not going to get in return. Likely, you're going to have to put out a lot. I'm sorry, the whole put out thing, I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing. Well, so let me change it. The work you put in is the work you get out of it. Yeah, no, that's not true. In multi-level marketing, a lot of times you're going to have to put in a lot more work than what you're going to get out. And that's just true. That's honest truth. Like, over 90% of people in multi-level marketing don't make a profit at the end of the year when they take out taxes and all that other stuff. So that's false. And what I hear all the time, especially in Monat, what is up with y'all girls in Monat? What is up with them? I guess I'm not shocked, but it's so interesting to watch them speak, because they all say the exact same thing, and they all know that, I think they all actually believe what they're saying is true, but in reality, it contradicts everything in multi-level marketing that is true. Like, what? I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there. Let's keep going.
Who am I looking for? And 2, would this person want to join me? Your business, when it comes to network marketing, like, yes, you are representing this company, but people aren't joining because of the company. They're joining because of you, right? Because you are telling them and you are selling them the vision. So you need to understand that you are the most powerful part of your business, okay? And if you want to recruit people, it starts and ends with you. Okay, and whatever you're doing on an everyday basis is what's gonna get you those results. There are times where I have dry spells, or I haven't recruited someone, in weeks, And then I think to myself, of course, guys, even me as an SCD, I get these moments where I'm like, oh my God, like I haven't recruited, like what's going on? But I always remind myself
that you're a millionaire and it doesn't matter if you recruit anymore. That's all I have to say about that.
I'm doing the work every single day. I'm showing up super hungry. I'm talking to people, having the conversations. I'm planting the seeds. So baby, patience. Okay, and that's something else that I want to let you guys know, patience. Because sometimes you just want to close someone so badly that you're annoying the shit out of them and you are turning them off.
I'll give her that. Like, I'm really glad that she's saying, like, stop annoying them. Because, oh my God, another hey hun message. You know, do not message someone twice when they say no. I know that it's a tactic and a strategy that they try to do, but if you're watching this and you're a multi-level marketing lover, stop it. If they want it, they will ask you. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. I would like to give props to her for telling people to stop being annoying. Maybe the only props that she'll ever get from me, but they're given. It's over. Let's keep going.
Okay, so this is the kind of process where you need to be mindful of how you are making people feel, right? We know what we have to offer, okay? I'm talking about people in Monat. I'm sure there are other people here that have other businesses or in other network marketing companies. You guys know what you have to offer, right? So are you speaking about this in a way that other people get it? Because you may know, but does the person you're trying to recruit know? They don't, right? And if you share something once on your stories, that does not mean that everyone got the message, that people were able to process it then and there. It has to be done with consistency. Okay, and something that I wanted to also mention, guys, is that it's not only about recruiting, but it's also about retaining, right? And a lot of you guys find yourself overexhausted by recruiting because you're not retaining, you know, and we're going to talk about leadership next week, but that's also a crucial part of this business. Okay, so back to the whole recruitment point. I find it very helpful to be very straight up. Okay, never be over the top, but what I mean by straight up is don't be afraid to ask the questions that need to be asked. Your job going into a conversation is one, to bring the freaking energy. So I want you guys to ask yourself when you have these conversations, like, can this other person hear the energy through your...
When I think of that, it makes me think of hashtag, someone that we all know, and if you don't know, I'm sure someone will tell you in the comments if you ask, but it makes me think of her and the amount of energy she brings and how scary it is. Flashback. My bad. I'm back. And I think it's not the fact that it's bringing energy that they're going to be like, oh, yes, it's, and maybe for certain people it is, but majority is like, oh, this is overwhelming. Like, I feel like I have to say yes. That's what I've noticed. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Voice, or are you playing it safe? You know, are you so nervous and shy that you are literally diminishing your shine? We can't let that happen. You need to be confident because you're selling someone on a vision. That's what we're doing, right? Like, I've already accomplished all these things, so people could look at my life and see that it's real because I've made it, but some of you guys are just starting. And I want to remind you guys that I was in your shoes once too, and it wasn't that long ago, right? 3 years ago.
Did she just say we're selling people on a vision? I thought we were selling people products. I thought we were selling people shampoo. But I guess we are a pyramid scheme because we're selling them on the vision, aka the dream that comes with multi-level marketing, which 1% get. This wasn't hidden. Like, it wasn't someone sent me a code to go watch in secret. Like, this was just out there. I'm like, it's not about the products. It's literally what she just said. It's so crazy. What? I mean, we all know it's not about the products. We know it's about the dream, the vision. But when they say it, oh, it just hits different, you know? You're just like, oh my goodness, can you say it again? Louder to the FTC. You know, but whatevs, they won't. Anyway, Anyway, all right, I'll cool down. Let's keep listening.
Where was I 3 years ago? Living in Mississippi, broke with 1,300 followers, working on TV in a city that no one even watched the news. Okay, so don't think that, oh, it's so much easier for her. No. We all start in the same place. So get your head in the game and recognize that you could learn all these skills, right? So when you are going into this, like I remember when I first started, I did not hesitate, and people are like, oh, but you were a news reporter. Yes, true, accurate, but side note, a bunch of my other friends that are successful in this business never had a communications career, so that really doesn't correlate because a bunch of other people are doing it. But as soon as I started talking on my Instagram. I remember being in between live shots for my real job, my news reporting job, and I would be in the news car, and I would get on camera and I would start talking, and there was no filters like this one that just gave me lashes when half of my lashes fell. Like I looked, rough from the Mississippi weather, and I was just talking, and I had never been a talker on Instagram, like doing videos.
Okay, I will say her job sounds miserable. Mississippi, if you're from Mississippi watching this, but I don't like Mississippi. I like you. Probably. But I don't like Mississippi, so miserable. There's so many other options, but it's okay. There's a reason that she is where she is. It's because her older sister is at the top of the company. I don't even want to get into that. Jeez.
I was like, no, like what was I going to do videos to talk about? So it's something that I just forced myself to do because the people that came before me told me, hey, that's going to work for you. Like it works for everyone else. You need to tell people about what you have. So I started telling people, guys, I am super hyped because I have been struggling financially for the past few months in silence. Of course, no one knows this, but I just found a business where I get to work straight from my phone. And I partnered with this super awesome clean beauty line that, makes awesome hair products. And now I get to do this, in between live shots. And I just started being relatable. And that's what I want you guys to understand too. Like you need to show people how they could bring Monat into their lives, and do both things. Like most people, if someone would have came to me back then, when this was presented to me. So for those of you guys that don't know, by the way, I'm not reading the comments right now. So please, guys, if you want, write them, but I'll go back and read everything and answer what I can at the end. But what I was saying, when I was presented to this, it was by my older sister, okay? And she was an event planner. I had my career, we both did. And she presented this to me as, girl, there's like these millionaires who are in their 20s selling shampoo, and I'm gonna do it. I don't know if you want to do it with me, but I need more money, but never did she tell me, we're gonna, like, this is gonna be your one job. You're gonna quit the news. This is gonna change your lives. If someone would have told me that, like, that was my career. I had just graduated college a year ago and I was living my dreams pretty much, So if someone would have came to me and said, this is going to be what changes your life, you're going to quit your career and life is going to be amazing, you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to drive a G-Wagon, I would have been like, you're nuts, you're being unrealistic, like come down to earth, person. So the reason why I share that is because some of us oversell the opportunity, and I don't want you guys to oversell. Is someone talking crap on the chat? Someone let me know so that I can block. Let's see.
I swear I didn't go in that chat and talk crap. I swear it wasn't me. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was me. But it wasn't. Like I'm not even kidding. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But that's a me thing to do. Oh, how funny. Anyway, she's contradicting everything. She's just contradicting everything that multi-level marketing people say. Everything. You're like, I guess for a millionaire, but what about all of them? Ridiculous.
I don't know, I thought I saw someone fighting. I don't want anyone fighting, okay? This is about growth, and if someone is not about growth, hop off, okay? This is for people that want to be here. We're talking business need a good character. Okay, I don't think I understand, but I'm gonna continue before I lose my train of thought. But what I was saying, guys, is make sure that you're not painting, because yes, I understand, you know people that have transformed their lives. I'm a great example. You know people that all of this, but if you're going to someone else and saying, this is going to be your life, they're going to be like, no, you don't know my life. Okay. So make sure that you are going into every single conversation with intention. Okay. Who is the person you are reaching out to? Because every single person needs to hear a different message. It's not about having a script. It's not about going on autopilot and replaying a message over and over again. It's about speaking from the heart and speaking to people's needs. Okay, if you want to do sales the right way, stop being salesy. If you want to do sales the right way, go be a problem solver. And that's what we need to do in this business.
There's a difference between someone in sales who's solving a sales problem and selling something that someone needs. And then there's also multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing, what she's talking about is looking at someone, seeing how you can take their need and manipulate it in a way that shows that this business or this vision is going to fix it. That's what she's wanting to do. She's not trying to be this, oh, don't be like everyone else in multi-level marketing. She's saying, be like everyone else, but I'm going to word it differently, right? She's telling you, go find people, find out what they need, and then make this fit, make Monat fit to what they need and show how it's going to help them. That is so manipulative. There's so much wrong with that right there, just in of itself. Let's keep watching.
Business. We need to share with people how we can solve their problems, how this business, how this community can help aid them in whatever that they need. Okay, so know your prospect. So when I'm going into this, it's like, why does this person need it? Right? So before I even reach out to them, like I make sure that this is someone that's gonna welcome in my message. Like cold messaging, guys, yeah, that's gonna work for you, but you're also gonna burn a bunch of leads. If you go around messaging every single person about your service, there are a lot of people that are gonna get turned off, and if you message them a second time, like your reputation is completely lost with them. So it's really a lot more beneficial to start with people that know you, trust you, love you, admire you, etc. So that is what you should be tapping into first, your warm market. And the thing about your warm market is a lot of you guys are the most intimidated by your warm market. You think that, you know, the people closest to you are judging you, or they know that you messed up in something else. Like you don't have the balls to tell them about this because you think that they're going to judge you. All of those are assumptions. Okay. If you want something in life, you need to ask. Okay.
I get what she means by all of those are assumptions, but nah, dude, they're going to judge you. Don't go asking random people to join your pyramid scheme. Why do you have a bad rap? Because people like her say that cold messaging works. Maybe for a little bit, maybe for a little while. Just like parties used to work, right? Parties used to be a big thing. Not so much anymore. Parties aren't that big anymore. At all, really. Not very much at all. Cold messaging. Don't do it. If you're watching this and you hate anti-MLMers and you watch their videos so that you can comment hate, please don't cold message. Trust me, that's not going to help your business. I am obviously anti-MLM, but I'm giving you a tip. Don't cold message. Yuck.
I have been doing this my whole life, and I was listening to my Sunday service yesterday, and that was something that my pastor mentioned. She's like, you need to ask. Like, if you want something from God, you need to ask. And growing up, I was that girl that my friends were like, Veronica's going to get us into the club. Veronica's going to do this. I would do everything. Why? Because I would simply ask. I remember one time for my maybe 24th or something, I showed up to a club for my birthday. We were with a promoter. We show up to this promoter's table. It's super full. And I'm like, it's my birthday. And like, he knew that. And I thought I was going to be, you know, have a special table for me, and it was like crap. I literally walked up to the front of the club. I was like, who's the manager here? I spoke to the manager and I was like, listen, it's my birthday and I wanted to feel special. This promoter said he was going to make me feel special, and I feel not special at all. Do you by any chance have a table that's not booked that you would be willing for me and my friends to party at to make your club look good, but for free because I have no money. Okay? And they gave that to me and everyone was like, oh my God, like how did he just do that? And I said, I asked. That's all I did. So I want you guys to think about how many prospects do you have sitting there that you literally are losing simply because you're not asking. Okay?
I'll give a little bit to her when she says just ask. Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, a lot of people want certain things, they don't just ask for it, in the sense of like the table that she's talking about. I think that's a great example. But not with multi-level marketing. Don't ask. Don't ask anyone. Please stop asking. No one wants you to ask them. Jesus does not want you to ask about multi-level marketing. Him and I had a chat earlier, and he said enough is enough. So, like, stop. I had someone the other day on my TikTok. They were from, what was it, Plexus? And some of you watching this, if you're on my TikTok, you'll know who I'm talking about. They were saying, Jesus doesn't like you or your TikTok. And I said, first, I always love to use this because it's the only thing I can do with my master's degree is say I have a master's degree. Well, and research, I guess, is say I have a master's degree in theology and ministry. That's all I can do with it other than research. I'm good at researching. And so I said, first off, I have a master's degree in theology and ministry. Second, I actually just chatted with Jesus, and he said he's chill with my TikTok, but he's not chill with people scamming people in multi-level marketing companies. I got no reply back. Anyway, that's off topic a little bit, but kind of with what she's talking about. So yeah, let's just keep going. I thought that was a fun story.
I don't want to be rude, but grow a pair of balls, okay? Like, just do the thing. Do whatever's scary.
I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to be super rude. Hold on. Like, that happens all the time. I hate when people do that in general. Like, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude. But I'm about to tell you something really rude. It's like, well, then just don't. What?
Scares you the most because that person that you keep thinking about, you're thinking about them for a reason. You keep on envisioning them in this business for a reason. So stop having that chicken list. Go ahead and attack that chicken list. Go to those people because not only would they be a great asset to your team, but this opportunity can potentially be an incredible asset to their lives. And it goes back to what I said. We are problem solvers. Like, I have been blessed in a way that's unimaginable. And what I try to do in my every single day life is bless other people in return.
No, Monat rep, you are not a problem solver. My husband, who's a project manager for a large company, he's a problem solver. All right? You are not a problem solver. You are a 1099 contract worker that sells shampoo and tries to sell people on a dream that 1% of people get, that the FTC pushes against. You're not a problem solver. Struck a little chord with me just then, but like, stop. No, you're not a problem solver. You solve no problems. You almost always cause more problems. All right, let's keep going.
And I'm not only talking about bringing people into the business, but in anything. Like, wherever I go, I just try to be a blessing to others. Help people's businesses grow. Tip extra. Do the little things that I can because I believe in abundance. And that is another thing. Do you believe in abundance or do you believe in lack? Because I know way too many people out here saying, oh, everyone knows about this, or everyone's already doing it, or this, and that. And I want you guys to know that all those excuses that you are materializing and verbalizing, they're holding you and your business back. And the only reason why they're a real thing in your life is because you choose to believe it. So what you choose to believe in your life actually has immense amounts of power and strength. And I can tell you guys that I am not a perfect human. I'm very far from it, but my biggest passion and obsession is getting better every single day. And there are times where I feel defeated, guys, but guess what?
I hate this agenda that people in multi-level marketing companies push, that you believe in abundance. And if you say something truthful or something that you feel is accurate, you are in automatic disbelief of something else. Like she said, so many people know about money, like, it's saturated. She would think that you do not believe in abundance, but you believe in lack. When in reality, you can still believe in abundance. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. The most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. The thought process that goes through that. Like, I get that positive mindset and positive outlooks, those things can bring really good things. They can bring great things. But toxic positivity is a line that is important to not cross. And being positive always in every situation is not healthy, as is being abundant in every situation. This agenda of, if you don't believe in this multi-level marketing company, you are an extremely negative person who only is believing in lack and and shitty things, and you're the worst type of person, and you have no wonderful abundance coming to you, and it's just all this BS. No. I mean, the logic behind this, not much there. Again, like I said, positivity is good. Positive mindset is good. Toxic positivity, bad. Which is where we're headed. Toxic positivity, cult tactic, which is not surprising. Let's keep going.
Remind myself that there's a good God, that life is abundant, and I start telling myself, my dream market partner is about to show up. My next VIP is about to knock on my door. And I just start thinking about all these things, because I know that the more that I believe it, the more that the universe is going to bring it into my life. Okay? All right, I'm going to block this person because there are too many of you guys upset at this person. I haven't even read the messages, but how do I do this? Hide. Yeah. Be gone, human. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So another thing with
the person in those comments, if you're watching this, you're a real hero. You are the real deal. That's funny. That's funny. I love that.
Recruitment is that a lot of times we do ask. So we get that step further, we ask, but then we are hit with a hesitation and we are paralyzed.
By the way, I don't condone. I'm not condoning to go hate in their comments.
Paralyzed by fear. Okay, and I want you guys to know that when you do that, when you stop halfway, you're literally doing yourself a bigger disservice than not even reaching out at all, okay? Because if someone gives you a hesitation, so you tell them about your business, you tell them about how this could be incredible for their life, and then they tell you, oh, but yeah, I just don't have time. If you do not respond to that, if you do not rebuttal that, you are pretty much saying, yes, friend, you are right. You do not have time. And I'm not saying right here that we need to tell people how to live their lives or what to think or how to feel. But if you work the business, you should know better. You need to be the educated individual. You need to be the expert. Okay? So when I say this, like, you know, that's a lot. You need to be the expert in this business, in any network marketing business. You are the boss. Okay? So if you are the boss, you need to share the facts. So if someone were to tell me, oh my God, yeah, so it sounds amazing, but I just don't have time, I'm going to shed light on the fact that there's no time frame of what you need to work here. And I'm going to resonate, like I'm going to make sure that they feel heard. And I'm going to tell them, you know what? Like that was one of my biggest hesitations when I started too, because I was working a full-time job. It was news. So I was running around like a chicken without a head all day, every day. But I just told myself that I was going to dedicate 1 hour a day. And through dedicating 1 hour a day, every single day, I was able to hit my first leadership rank. And that helped me immensely.
Listen. Calm down. I have this big fucking issue with people in multi-level marketing companies who say, this is your job, work it when you want. Like, you do it on your own time. But then they come around and say, you need to hit this rank by this time, you need to hit this rank by this time, you need to have this many people on your team by this time, you need to reach out to 10 to 20 people a day, to 30 people a day, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. They'll give you an entire list of things you need to do in one day. But it's all on your own time. It's all on your own time. No worries. No, it's not. They have an agenda for you. They say it's based on your own agenda. But they themselves have an agenda for this business, and you're a part of that agenda now, so therefore they have made an agenda for you to do. This is BS. This is BS. Absolutely. And also, a lot of people say they don't have time because they just don't want to do it. They don't want to just say, no, I really don't want to do it. Honestly, like, I don't want to do your multi-level marketing company. I don't want to do this. They say, honestly, I don't have enough time. And you know what? Maybe they don't actually have enough time because they don't want to replace something that they enjoy doing with a multi-level marketing company. They don't want to replace the 45 minutes that they watch Netflix because it's calming and relaxing and rejuvenating for them to work even harder on a pyramid scheme. I wonder if they've ever thought of that.
You know, it was such a great income supplementation that allowed me to do so much. So I do not want you to say no to this opportunity that I know is going to be so great for you simply because you think that you're going to have to overwork yourself. It's not like that. It's all about intentional work, and I'm going to show you and guide you how we could do this together, right? Pour life into people. Allow them to believe in themselves. Fear is everywhere. Like, we are taught throughout our whole lives to be afraid of everything. You're born, you're a child, you're a free spirit, a free soul, and then your parents start telling you, don't do this, don't do that, da, 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 da. Next thing you know, you're afraid of everything. Adults, the people that we're approaching about this business, they have all of that within them. They're afraid of everything, especially starting a new business and one that they see that other people are really succeeding at. That's also something that makes people very nervous. Because if they see me succeeding big time and then they try it and it doesn't work out for them, they're going to feel inferior. And they don't even want to feel those emotions, right? They want to stay away from those. So you need to understand that when you're talking to someone, there's a lot of things going on in their minds and it's not about you. So stop taking it so personal, right? It is not about you. It is more about them. So instead of being afraid of what someone has to say, let's learn to actually listen to people and understand people so that we could answer better, so that we could bring more value to their lives. And guys, it has taken me a long time to be able to look at recruitment this way, to actually be passionate about it, to actually care about helping people. Because guess what? In my life, I needed a lot of help a few years ago. And in the beginning, it was about hitting the rank. It was about scrambling and just making it happen. But
it was about all of that until you hit the rank and there's no more to hit. Hearing the people at the top of the company talk, try to sound like they're some of the wisest people in the world. And in most level marketing companies, the key is numbers. It's a number game. When you're trying to bring value to people when you're in a multi-level marketing company, the goal is to bring value so that they can join your team. So the ultimate goal is for them to join your team. And the reason you're trying to bring value is because you want them to be a number on your team. A number, not just a member, a number. So it's not even about that person. It's about you still. It's still selfishly about you. You want to give value to them, give value to their lives so that they'll join your team, hopefully. And then joining your team, it's another number for you. And then they'll bring in more numbers, hopefully. And then numbers and ranks and numbers and ranks and numbers and ranks, and you'll keep going higher and higher and higher, and they still are just a number. They were always just a number. It wasn't about adding value to their life just to add value. It's about adding value to their life so that you can grow your business. That sounds a little bit selfish to me. Yikes.
Now that I have perspective, vision, and experience, I could tell you guys that you are going to grow a stronger foundation by caring, by talking passionately, by truly believing, by writing a dream list and actually going after those people. Not just trying to convince anyone that is easy to convince. Okay, this is your business. How much love are you putting into it? Are you letting anyone come in here? Or do you want a select few that you know are going to run with you to the top? Guys, recruitment is all about intentionality, and it's all about truly caring. Like, you need to care, because after the recruitment follows the retention. And if you want people to succeed in this business, you need to care. Okay, because if you don't care, they're gonna come in and they're gonna go out. They're gonna come in and they're gonna go out. And this is something that I have learned through experience. Okay, I was not your average perfect network marketer that came in here and just like loved the business and thrived in it. No, I was a super independent worker my whole life. So working with people gave me anxiety.
You can care all you want about the people in the business. I had some of my closest friends in the business whom I love and adore. I care about them more than the majority of people in my life. You can care about them all you want. That doesn't mean they're not going to leave. No matter how much you care about them, that doesn't mean they're not going to leave. They're going to leave the business. The majority of people who join it with you are. That's just how it is. That's why it's a numbers game. The more people who join, the more people who stay on. Because a lot of them will leave, but at least you have a ton of people that join, so at least a little bit will stay on. A ton more, a little bit more. And that's how you pack it on. It's like you throw a big handful of M&Ms in a bucket. Right? Boom, all my new people. Sweet. Someone gets a cup and scoops out a large chunk. Those are the people who are gone. The rest, people who stayed, right? Few M&Ms left in the bucket. Someone gets another big handful. Boom, pours it in the bucket. Someone gets the same cup, scoops a big chunk out. They're gone. But there's more than there were the last time they were scooped out. That's how it works. Numbers.
I didn't understand how people didn't understand things. It has been a process, and I'm the happiest I have ever been in this business, and I have learned to love it because it has taught me so much growth. So that's another lesson for you all. Okay, don't get nervous simply because you don't have it all packed down yet. Okay, it is a work in progress. Your business is going to be a work in progress, but the beautiful thing is that you have all the resources. Okay, if you're in the Real Deal, we've got the Real Deal 21-day planner, which literally breaks everything down for you day by day when you start. You've got the Facebook group, the WhatsApp group chats, the Telegram chat filled with content. There is so many things at your fingertips. Okay, so just start using those resources slowly and truly care about what you're building, and do it with consistency. So how much reaching out is too much reaching out when we were talking about recruitment? They're just simply the limit does not exist. Okay, and I don't mean cold message a million people and get blocked on Instagram from messaging people. No, not at all. But if you don't have that dream team yet, you should be building relationships right and left so that you could eventually have that team. It's not about, I reach out to 3 people a day or I reach out to 10 people a day. Why does there have to be a number? How about you reach out to as many people you possibly can with your day, right? Every day is going to be different. Maybe today was an insane day for me. I just had my first meal. I threw it back before jumping on here. Oh no, actually I had eggs earlier, but it felt like my first meal because I was so hungry. Hold up, I'm gonna drink water real quick. People that tell you, I'm not interested or whatever, it's okay. Guys, there are thousands of people out there that are interested. There are thousands of people out there that do need this. So stop going after and chasing people that have already told you no. Build new relationships and prove yourself. And when they see you winning, when they see you earning bonuses, hitting ranks, going on free trips, I promise you that all these people come back knocking. So many people on my team right now are people that I reached out to when I first started, and now is when they either believe in me enough or believe in themselves enough, and that's fine because everyone is in their own journey and it's not up to us to force people to do things, right? But what you do have control of is your net.
I wonder if she's forgotten that her own income disclosure statement is one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. The majority of people barely make any money at all annually, teeny tiny amount. I'm not going to go over it because I've literally gone over it 100 times. But just look up Monat Income Disclosure Statement 2020. Just look that up and you'll see it. It's horrible. It's terrible. Read the fine lines too. Read it all. He acts like all of them are, oh, you're going to get the trip. You're going to get the car. It's fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But she's giving them false hope because the majority of them are not. Likely, everyone on that call probably won't. I mean, if we're looking at numbers, everyone on that call probably won't get any of that. But are we surprised at all the shit that she's saying? No. Because it's Monat. And it's a multi-level marketing company. It's one of the worst. And they're one of the worst.
Network is how many people you can possibly reach. Like, there are some people that say, oh, but I only have like 10 friends. Like, how's this going to work out for me? Okay, have you ever thought of making more friends? You know, an open mouth is an open business. And I understand that some of us are introverts. It might come as a surprise to some of you guys, but I am a huge introvert, right? Who would have guessed? I can speak through my elbows. I think that's only a saying in Spanish. But anyways, but I am. I'd rather be at home. For me, going out to a bar or like partying and socializing, it's not my favorite thing to do. I would much rather be at home watching a documentary with my boyfriend, being weird, you know, laying people stuff. That's what I'm into. And my older sister, Jo, for those of you guys that know her, she was the most like introverted person. She never really had a big group of friends. Like, I actually, you know, I was in a sorority and I had my girlfriends and, you know, I had like a squad of girls. Like, my sister never had that. And she was able to come into this business and say, you know what? I have a big why. My son is my why. And even if I don't enjoy getting out of my comfort zone and talking to people, I'm going to do it anyways because this business is giving other people results and I want it to give me results. And I want
to actually have a video I have done over her sister's training. So I've done one over her sister and then now this one over her. I encourage you to go look at the one I've done over her sister. It's like one of the first Monat videos I ever did. And I didn't know she was at the top of the company. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know she was a big deal in the company, but she is, and that's one of the worst trainings I've seen in many different ways, and I'm not going to go into it because you can go watch the video. But I can tell that she's learned a lot from her sister. I understand that it's important to be uncomfortable in the sense that, you know, getting out of your comfort zone to a certain extent is good because it pushes you, right? There's your growth zone, you know, that's getting out, it's kind of, you know, pulling you a little bit, growing you a little bit. But then there's a zone that changes who you are. I am now who I actually am. The way I talk, the way I move, the way I speak, the way I do things. And when I was in the MLM, I was much, much different than who I am now. Much different. And it's not because I meant to be. It's because I was supposed to fill the shoe of the successful multi-level marketing company girl in Arbonne. Like, that's who I was supposed to be. And I saw the other people and I chose to be like them. And that's why so many people are the same in these companies. But let's keep going so we can finish it.
I want you guys to reflect on the main reason why some of you guys aren't recruiting. Reflect on it real quick. And tell me if you don't agree that it's probably because you're not talking about it enough. You're not talking about the opportunity and you're not bringing value around the opportunity, because it's not just saying something, it's showing people. It's like having them understand how this could be what they have been looking for. That's how it started for me, guys. Like, I was not really attracted to this business, but then my sister started.
I didn't mean to stop it too quickly, but there's that other tactic of making the person think it's all them. The reason they're not ranking up, the reason they're not making more money, the reason they're not getting more people on their team, it's them. It's all their fault. It's not the company's fault. It's not the upline's fault. It's not the horrible business structure. It's just them, which we all know isn't true. It's not just them at all. Actually, the multi-level marketing company business structure is meant to fail the majority of people in the business. But of course, they would never say that. As someone who's been successful as she is, she would never say that. Let's finish this out. let's keep going.
Started showing me pages of these girls that were traveling the world, and here I was, you know, working in Mississippi with 1 freaking week off a year. I had 1 week paid time off, and she painted the vision for me by showing me, you know, Jackie Ortega and Brittany Sauer and their Instagrams of them traveling the world. And I was like, if these girls could do it, why not me? And that's another thing that I want you guys to believe. Like, why not you? Like, why can other people recruit their dream team, but why can't you? Do you maybe believe in your heart that you won't be a good leader? Is that what's holding you back? Like, what are those limiting beliefs that stop you? Because we just need to go in. We need to execute. And you know that we spoke about those rebuttals. So when someone gives you a hesitation, you know, and they give you a rebuttal, and then you go back and you tell them something else, we'll go back to the example of the no time thing.
And there she goes back with the, it's got to be something wrong with you on the inside. There's something going on the inside if you can't be successful in this. And it's you. We have to figure this out. What is going on the inside of you that's making you not successful? It's your fault. What is it? Find out, fix it. It's, comment below. What do you think about that?
You know, then you want to hear out what this person says. And if they're like, yeah, you know, you're right, go in for the close. Be like, yeah, trust me, we're going to figure it out together. It's not as hard as you think. It's a very simple job. It just requires consistency. But I'm going to help guide you through all of it. So are you ready to join? You know, are you ready? Okay, like that's it. Like some of us tiptoe around this question so much, and it's just like clarity, and it's a regular conversation. It doesn't have to be something so scary to talk about. It's like we're clearly talking about the opportunity. I'm talking to you about it because I believe in you. You're talking to me because you think you could potentially be good at this. Like, why are we scared? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to sort of jump into the questions a bit because we've already been on for about 30 minutes.
We can't have this perfect strategy in the back of our pocket, but every company has the best strategy for you to work the business, and my company has the best strategy, my company has the best plan, my company has the best blah, 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 blah. They all have some kind of strategy or plan for you to follow that will make you successful. Air quotes, because they all say that. Honestly, it's just kind of hard to listen to her talk. I think she doesn't say a lot of things. She says a lot without saying a lot. And she contradicts herself through the majority of this video. So I think we're going to stop there because there's just not much else. There's not a lot of time left in the video, probably 5 minutes. And what I've heard at the end of this video is nothing special. Sometimes my brain gets exhausted watching this stuff because I try to break it down and I'm like, logically, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. But I try to bring some logic to it. I try. Anyway, I appreciate if you watched this far. Monat is just one of those, Monat is easy to go see what someone sent me and sit down and do a YouTube video over it because the trainings are always absolutely ridiculous. They're so bad. If you have trainings that you want me to watch and talk about, or that you've even experienced too, feel free to send them to me. Here's my email, iamjuliejo@gmail.com. Feel free to email it to me. The best way to get me though is probably through Instagram or TikTok. Those are the 2 best ways that you can reach me. My email, I try my best to get to, but it's just on the back burner. I have so much to do. Appreciate you coming on here and watching this. Don't forget to send me any horror stories you have. I promise one day I'm going to do a horror story video. But we'll see. I just have so many other videos planned that excite me so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, put your commentary below. You know I love to hear it. Hit the alert button if you would like to know when my videos are posted. Also, if you want some really cool perks, become a member. I have the membership option. Super fun. It's like $2, $5, and $10. Those are the 3 options. It's like Cool Cat, Super Sloth, Top Dogs, and you just get some extra perks that normal people on YouTube don't get. So take a look at that. I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time.